We have an anonymous $10 donation. Love this. Took off the week just for this. Goes in honor of my mother whose breast cancer is in remission, and in loving memory of my father-in-law who passed away in September from bone, liver, and lung cancer. To hell with cancer. We have a $100 donation from Logic. Great Emerald Run. Thanks to everyone for this amazing event. We're going to go ahead and head over to a quick commercial, and we'll be right back after this. We have a $15 donation from Bobbles. Hello again, AGDQ. Here's some money, and thanks for a great week. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run a quick Prevent Cancer ad.
Prevent Cancer Foundation funding supports Puerto Rican Unity for Progress to provide the community with cancer prevention and early detection information.
We provide social services from employment to senior citizens program, youth program, and we're doing the free mammogram for women that doesn't have health insurance.
Sobre todo el pase que me dieron, ahora sí que me salvaron la vida, se puede decir.
Thank you to the Prevent Cancer Foundation for the services that you have allowed us to provide.
And welcome back. We have $100 from Ying Yang. Great work to all the runners at AGDQ. Glad to be able to donate to this cause this year after recently losing a family member to cancer. Save those ailed with cancer and kill the animals. We have a $50 donation from Mr. Tin Man. Hey guys, love AGDQ. Watching games be broken for other good reasons. Pokemon Emerald was the first Pokemon game I actually played through and beat. Love to see all my favorite legendary winning this run. Good luck to the runners, and gotta go fast. P.S. Kill the animals. We have $50 donation from Top Ramens. Thanks for all the great runs. Announcer's choice. We're going to go ahead and throw it over to an interview with Spike Vegeta and Tyrant 14 about his Emerald run.
And welcome back to AGDQ 2017. I am Spike Vegeta, and ladies and gentlemen, we are already past $250,000 raised for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Record pace for us. I don't have those facts on me. I just know that is absolutely insane pace. About 36 hours into this. So amazing job to everyone who's donated the whole event. I am joined now by our last runner we just had there, the Tyrant. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just glad that run was underestimate.
I was about to say, a lot of people, when they go into their runs at a GDQ, they know, like, if I just execute, I don't need the game to help me out that much. I'm going to come in underestimate. How nerve-wracking was it for you, knowing there was, a couple of deaths in there, you had all these extra incentives, and the game's just full of RNG?
Well, I was more worried about the deaths, but
Sure.
I thought my execution would be fine. The optional trainers were a bummer because I didn't think that was what I had to worry about.
Sure.
But I'm glad I didn't take the deaths I could have.
Either way, standing ovation, people at home, everything I've read, people love the run, so you certainly did a great job. First ever GDQ run, man. Now, I want to actually jump in. I could sit here and ask you questions by me, but we've got a million questions on here. Again, you guys can send in your questions on Twitter. Send it at the hashtag AGDQ2017 at GamesDoneQuick. I'm just going to rapid fire ask you these questions and give me your answers. We got from Ethan Schramm. What is your favorite starter Pokemon?
My favorite is Mudkip, and as you saw, he completely destroys the game, so that's why I love him.
All right. From Calvin, how long have you been running Emerald?
I've been doing it for almost 2 years now.
We have got from, I don't know how to say this, QCax. Where should I go to learn this game?
You could go to speedrun.com and then find Pokemon Emerald, and then you could look that up. Or you can join our Pokemon community Discord, and we have a lot of people who are willing to help you out, and we'll get you on that.
From Zune, what is your favorite Pokemon generation?
My favorite Pokemon generation would be Generation 4.
All right. From Bucket, please, what was your first ever speedrun game?
My first ever speedrun game was I think it was Pokemon Red.
Pokemon Red, Gen 1, seems like a good place to start. All right, from Bayfield, which enemy Pokemon or trainer has given you the most trouble in your past?
Trainer would probably be Tate and Liza, giving me the most trouble, for sure.
All right. Run down these from Proper Good Games. I don't think that's spelled right, but whatever. Has the Rayquaza or whatever ever been shiny during a run?
It has never been a shiny for me, but there has been a person who had a shiny during one of their runs.
What are the odds of that again?
Yeah, 1 in 8,192.
All right. I'm not surprised you haven't seen it, but that's crazy someone has. All right. From Van Peel, hashtag AGDQ 2017. How many resets did this game take in the practice room?
I actually only practiced movement in the practice room. I didn't do
Really?
an actual run of it or anything. I did runs before I came, but it was just movement practice.
From Waluigi Ard. Is there a Pokemon you wish you could incorporate into the run?
I wish you could incorporate Tentacool. It's actually a pretty good Pokemon late in the run, but could be strats for that, but it'd be too slow in my opinion.
From Scary, what was the hardest part about learning the route?
The hardest part was definitely the movement execution. Like the run to bike is really difficult. You just gotta really practice it to get good.
And from Caleb J. Lacey, favorite Pokemon period?
My favorite Pokemon is Steelix from Generation 2. I just love Steel type, so I loved him since I was a kid.
And we'll just get one more in here real quick from the Writer's Freedom. Oh, wait, no. I lost the question. It was somewhere in there. Thank you for your question. Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's all the question.
Oh, what was the question?
It said, do I speedrun other Pokemon games?
Do you speedrun?
I do speedrun every generation of Pokemon games, so I do 1 through 7, but I mainly do 3 and 4.
All right. Okay, we'll go ahead. We got a little bit extra time right here. I'm going to give you these last 2 questions then. Everybody, thank you for your questions for all this. From Misty, the one and only. Are you happy to have run Pokemon Emerald in a GDQ?
I'm very happy. I'm glad that Emerald got in, and
First time it's ever been in a GDQ, I believe.
Gen 3 as well. First time Gen 3
at all.
has been in.
We have seen a lot of Gen 1 over the years. Did that mean something a little extra special to you that we're going to see these other generations now?
And I hope there's other generations that get in, like 4 and 5.
I've got one particular question for you. Let me get this last question in, just because everybody else is throwing in. From Kylan, favorite Pokemon game to play casually?
My favorite Pokemon game to play casually would be Platinum, because it's just like it's my favorite game. So speedrun or casually, it's my favorite to do.
Now, I've got one major question I want to ask you. I'm going to put you, we've had a Pokemon game in pretty much every GDQ up to this point. We have seen a lot of Gen 1, though. We got to see Gen 3 tonight. Awesome showing of it. We've seen Heart Gold in the past. I'm going to give you the games committee cap. You have control of the next games list. SGDQ, what are the Pokemon run or runs that you would want to see at SGDQ?
I would honestly love to see Platinum in a GDQ, because I think it'd be really fun. Whether it be the glitchless or glitch category, I think it'd be awesome to have that in there.
Awesome. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the Tyrant 14, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I didn't do all the research. The Tyrant 14. Amazing job on Pokemon Emerald right there. Again, first ever showing of third generation Pokemon. I am Spike with Cheetah. Again, guys, over $250,000 so far. Amazing job by everyone. Let's see what kind of records we can break for the full week. I'm going to send you back up to the front to get you back onto AGDQ 2017.
All right, guys. With that, I'm going to throw it over to E-Mister with the Tetris run.
Good evening, everybody. This is E-Mister joining you on the AGDQ 2017 stream. I'll be here with you for the next few titles, and coming up next, we have Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura, Eternal Heart. It's going to be kevinddr and Enchantress of Numbers on that run. And it looks like we may already have a couple donations coming in that I can read. We've got $57.30 from Mooing Lemur. It's always amazing to watch kevinddr and other super dedicated Tetris players practice their passion. Good luck to both of you from Moo and Foal, and hashtag save the animals, of course. Thank you very much for that. I can also just take this opportunity to remind everybody watching that this AGDQ, as AGDQs in the past, is supported by the Yeti. They are our official t-shirt sponsor and have been since 2012. So in celebration of providing shirts for this 10th Games Done Quick event that they're supporting, the Yeti has increased their shirt donation from $3 to $4 for each shirt. So that means that with each $11 shirt that's sold from the AGDQ collection, the Yeti will be donating $4 toward the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So shirts are going to be available until January 15th at midnight, Central Standard Time. And you can go to theyeti.com/AGDQ to check them out. And this time the selection is pretty great. There's a pretty good Morph Ball one. There's some other ones that I'm thinking about grabbing myself. So definitely jump over there and take a look. You get a cool shirt and help to donate at the same time. And while those of you watching the stream can't enjoy it firsthand, there is a pretty sick arcade room here at AGDQ 2017, and that is being provided by the awesome Tokyo Attack. Tokyo Attack specializes in bringing rare import Japanese games to conventions and events all across the country. They feature titles such as U-Beat, Super Table Flip, Taiko no Tatsujin, and much, much more. They host America's largest collection of independently owned import arcade cabinets. Those of you out there in viewership land who are into killing animals, you need to get on your horse and do some donating, because right now Save the Animals is beating Kill the Animals. And it's not even close at the moment. We've got $24,000 and just over $24,000 for Save the Animals, while we have $22,500 for Kill the Animals. So if you are in favor of saving frames, it's time to start donating. All right, I've got a few more donations to read here while we are getting set up for Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura. We've got $5 from Violet Raccoon. I've been very excited to watch Tetris at AGDQ this year. It's always been one of my favorites. Best of luck to the runners. I love you all. We've got $39 from Monty59. Love to the sound team for doing such an awesome job this year. Memes will be dreams. We've got $77 from Humphrey. Longtime fan of the recorded streams, first time watching live. This is always an amazing event, and I am especially looking forward to some of the games lined up this year. To all the runners, staff, and everyone watching at home, best wishes to you and yours. Thank you very much. We've got $10 from Anonymous. For my mother, who has been fighting ovarian cancer for about 2.5 years. She has listened to me ramble on and on about Pokemon for years and has even helped play Pokemon with me since its release. That is awesome. Thanks for that comment. Best wishes to your mother. We've got $75 from Major Majors, who just says, thanks for putting on this event for a great cause. We have $100 from Suihyun. My mother lost the battle with cancer last year. Here's hoping we can someday make tragedies like that a bad, distant memory. Let's save the people, but kill the animals. This one is about the previous run, Pokemon Emerald. Hey, AGDQ, greetings from Scotland. Hello, Scotland. So glad to see Pokemon Emerald being run. It was my first ever video game and is still in my top 5 games a decade later. Put $25 toward naming Castform Nebby and the rest toward saving the animals. We have $10 from Kurt144, who says, here is to the speedrunners, the event coordinators, the audiences watching, and of course, to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. My mom is a cancer survivor and my aunt is in the process of recovering from treatment, all thanks to early detection. So thank you to everyone for your efforts and care. We have $10 from Mads Godisken with the lovely comment, don't really know what to say. Good luck here from Denmark. Thank you, Denmark. All right, guys, I have received word that our Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura players are just about ready to get started, so we're going to throw it over to kevinddr and Enchantress of Numbers and their lovely looking couch.
Don't do this. Yeah, we are good. I mean, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Well, hello. I'm kevinddr.
I'm Enchantress of Numbers.
And this is Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura, Eternal Heart.
This is guaranteed to be...
Nice.
There we go.
There we go.
Selfie game on point.
Sitting in the back here, I'm Proto Magical Girl. This is MX Kai.
I'm Evie Spirit.
All right. And I guess that's everybody with
Yeah.
microphones. We also have Tim Balls here.
And Pie Pusher back there.
TGM crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sure to be the greatest Tetris and anime mashup you'll see all week.
At least in Herndon, Virginia. Okay, so I guess a really quick brief history on this game. As you all know, or maybe not, I mostly play Tetris the Grandmaster, which is an arcade series of Tetris games. The company behind them, Arika, was actually going to port Tetris the Grandmaster 1 to PS1 and TGM2 to PS2 a long, long time ago. But for whatever reason, it didn't happen. So they took the game engine and they took the Cardcaptor Sakura license, which they also had, and mashed them up into the ultimate Tetris and anime fusion. So this game runs on basically the TGM engine, but plays a little differently. So without further ado, I think we're just like, we're just going to get started.
Yeah. So yeah, you want the top one.
Wait a minute. That's not good. That's really not good. Sorry. We got a minor problem.
This wouldn't be a Tetris stream without technical difficulties, so...
Like they said, oh,
Okay.
it's a Tetris run, but on regular consoles, oh, this will be easy. And here we are with an arcade super gun hooked up through like 3 adapters to a PlayStation 1, because why would we do anything else?
I was actually too cheap to purchase a real PS1 stick, so I just took an arcade stick and converted it to use with a PS1. So continuing the trend of, all the hardware setup, I have to apologize about that.
So...
All right, so here we go. We'll be playing on normal mode.
Yeah, ready if we can get a countdown from 3?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right,
count us down? Yeah.
All right. Let's get this party started. In 3, 2, 1, go! So this is Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura, Eternal Heart. It is a puzzle game based on the Tetris the Grandmaster 2 engine. So what we are going to see today is a lot of the technical skill behind Tetris Grandmaster play without the speed. So for those of you that have watched TGM Block in the past, this should be a real treat. We're going to see a lot of precise movement techniques and taking advantage of Tetris's movement features in order to clear certain lines with gems in them as fast as possible, as you just saw with this level. We avoided that middle section because we didn't need to deal with it. And this game is also about 90% cutscenes. So.
Yeah, especially the first few levels are they're really quick if you know what you're doing. So yeah, we're just gonna blast through them and see a bunch of cutscenes. But you can always hope one of the players messes up, so they get to downstack for a while.
Except we're not even gonna see the cutscenes because we just skipped through all of them. So.
Yeah, you just get to see a lot of loading screens. So the primary mechanics that we are going to take advantage of during this run is a Tetris the Grandmaster or Tetris general feature called lock delay, in which a piece takes time to lock before it hits the stack. So once it is on the stack, you have time to maneuver it. This is going to allow us to maneuver pieces around weirdly shaped stacks that this puzzle game presents us without having to slowly wait for it to fall and then maneuver it. Because thanks to the Tetris the Grandmaster 2 engine, we can use sonic drops to just put the piece onto the stack instantly without locking it. In addition, we are going to take advantage of a very thorough knowledge of the Tetris the Grandmaster rotation system, as you're seeing with this level. Unfortunately, EoN just made a mistake there because of the precision of the inputs required for this game, believe it or not. However, with some skillful play, she can downstack this.
Yes, one small mistake
continue.
in this game can actually be pretty unrecoverable. So
It's very punishing.
Yeah. So as you can see, EoN just cleared her way through that and is now waiting for the eyepiece so that she can finish the level. And there it is.
And I have to restart.
Yeah, Kevin unfortunately is facing the same issue. You'll see a lot of this kind of level in this game where you have to maneuver pretty technically. This has a surprising amount of depth for an anime licensed Tetris game.
Yeah, from the looks of this game, you'd think it's like a cute anime game, and there's like cute girls and like happy music. It should be easy, right? But no, this game will just wreck you, and it's really unforgiving.
So this level, what you saw EoN just do there is the main strat. You want to wait until you get an eyepiece and then maneuver it into the hole at the bottom of the stack, and then clear the rest of the gems just like that. A lot of the puzzles in this game can be cleared by getting certain piece sequences. Speaking of piece sequences, the randomization in this game, unlike the rest of the game's Tetris, is not quite the same as Tetris the Grandmaster. It is its own randomization engine, and it's pretty weird. And that's all I can really say about it.
Yeah, it actually can be even more unfair than TGI1, which is already generally considered to be the most. Oh, that's a.
That was lit.
That's a unique start to this stage. That usually doesn't happen. So.
Okay, so this far we've only seen normal levels where you just place the pieces and clear the gem lines. But now we see Enchantress of Numbers having reached level 5, Mirror, where, as you can see, the stack just gets mirrored every third piece placement. So you need to consider that. A lot of the later levels have these sort of gimmicks that
Not
you need
only
to
that, but that level can go just completely wrong as a result. And when it does, there's like basically no way to recover.
Yeah.
So you have to restart. I'm sure you'll see at least one of us. Well, you already saw me restart a stage earlier, but.
Yeah, a lot of times it is faster to restart a stage than attempt to downstack your mistakes.
Yeah, like earlier, I actually went on for about half a minute trying to fix a mistake, and that was I'm just not going to talk about it.
We'll leave it in the past.
Yeah, something like that.
So this is card 6, Windy, and we are seeing more precision piece placement, maneuvering the blocks around the larger top section in order to get to the bottom, and then working on the top afterwards. Meanwhile,
some hot dropped inputs here, so hopefully that will not continue.
EoN has just finished that card. So on the next card we're going to see on EoN's screen, card 7, Flower, you're going to see a very interesting overhang piece. And with a very technical rotation with either a J piece or a Z piece, we can set that line up to be cleared very, very easily, giving us access to the rest of the stack to deal with.
Unfortunately, the J looks like it should rotate in, but doesn't actually, so we're just gonna, dang it.
Yeah, so as we said, the randomizer in this game can be pretty unforgiving. This game is seed-based, so you can, in practice, you can elect to play the same seed as your last run.
Oh my god.
Or generate new seeds, but for this run of the actual full story mode in one sitting, what seed you get is what seed you get. Oh, and EoN topped out. That is the unfortunate thing with this game. If the randomizer says no, not much you can do about it.
Now, yeah, when you restart, you can choose to start with the same pieces or different pieces. And that's a decision that it depends. Let's
Yeah.
just say it's very hard to find a situation where you know you had the right pieces and messed up. It doesn't happen a whole lot, but when it does, you know, that option is there to save you.
Yeah.
So this may be a chance for me to catch up.
So now
Again,
we're just
getting
waiting
some
for
funky
the
dropped inputs.
final eyepiece for EoN. Can we get it? Oh, there it is. There we go. Nice.
There you go.
Nice. I'm going to pretend like I saw that and say it was really nice.
It was
I'm sure
just
it
a
was.
lucky RNG.
That's good. Look, you take the luck when you get it, you know, in this game.
I'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Tetris, isn't it?
It, like, genuinely is, actually. So... All right, I have minorly caught up. Not quite, but...
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of back and forth in this game, given that, yeah, small mistakes just lead to massive time losses. So, yeah. For this level here, card 8, arrays, there's no real like gimmick or anything, at least nothing major. There's some sheep bouncing around.
That's apparently supposed to distract you. I guess when you've played as many hours of Tetris as these people have, it doesn't seem to be a problem.
It's funny, because I genuinely actually don't even notice that they're there. But as Enchantress was saying earlier today, like, when you're not playing the game and you're someone else watching it, it's way more obvious that there's, like, giant sheep falling.
Yeah. What sheep have to do with erasers? I guess you'll just have to watch the anime to find out.
Okay, I have actually... I am now on the same stage as Enchantress, so I got that going for me, which is nice.
Yeah, this race can turn at the drop of an eyepiece, I guess. Literally. So next card coming up, Earthy, is effectively an auto-scroller because we're going to have garbage lines rising up from the ground that have
Now,
the gems in them.
I will say, it is not quite an auto-scroller because they do fall every 7 pieces or something like that. So the faster you play, the faster the garbage does come up. But
This is true.
There is something you can... Oh my god, why did it start with the invisible piece? That's always nice. Every so often, its main gimmick is to hide your next piece, which basically makes the game unplayable for a little bit. So
What, you can handle invisible credits rolls and you can't handle not seeing your next piece?
No, actually, interestingly enough, yes, that's the thing you cannot handle. That does make the game pretty much unplayable. So, which, interestingly enough, is why TGM3 is so much faster than TGM2. It's not even necessarily the hold and other stuff that makes the game faster. Having 3 previews is really pretty awesome. Another important consideration in this stage is to try and finish the stage as low down on the screen as you can. Now, because the garbage sequence and the gem sequence is always the same, you can kind of tell when that's going to be, and then, you know, hopefully not be at the top of the screen.
Yeah, the last gem is the orange gem that we're now seeing on EoN's screen. So now we're just waiting for the right piece to clear it, and there we go. And Kevin is not far behind with only 1 gem left to clear. And there you go. So the next card coming up, Shadow, is going to provide an opportunity for these two to show some serious strategic thinking
nice little water break
and Tetris playing skill. Shadow just gives us a really weird setup for a level, as you can see. And really knowing how to take advantage of the TGM rotation engine.
Ah, see, Enchantress was about to mess that up, but she didn't. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't look that weird unless you like, if you try to play this level, you would notice this is just, it's way harder than it looks. It's so easy
There's
to
lots
mess
of
up.
ways for it to go completely wrong.
Yeah, you can just do one minor thing.
I
and
do kind of
suddenly-
wonder, like, how they thought that the average person was going to be able to just destroy this game. Like, we finished the game with about half of the remaining time from the, like, total time requirement. You know, you have to beat the whole game in 20 minutes, or 20 minutes of active play time. And we finished with, I think, about, like, 11 or so.
Yeah.
So you do wonder, like, how they thought anyone could beat this game. Yeah.
I guess that's why they gave you easy mode. I mean, you question it, and yet this is Eureka, the people that make Tetris the Grandmaster, so...
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
just
that.
completing this casually is non-trivial, so...
So this card is Maze. It looks like a maze, but this is Tetris. We don't care about walls.
This stage has a kind of cool technique. Actually, I got very lucky there, and I'll be able to just clear instantly. But yes, basically what I did is the only fast way. And that's something that's sort of nice about this mode, and sort of similar to what you saw from Pucci Sakura around last year, is that often there's certain setups where you're setting up just a specific line to clear and kind of, you know, butchering the rest of your stack as a result.
Yeah.
Which ends up being a good move in this game. So.
And believe it or not, Sakura mode, Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura, might be related. And by might be, I mean it is. Because this game is where Eureka got the inspiration for Sakura mode. So this card is Illusion, and it does that every 7 pieces, which is a lot of fun.
I got a great piece sequence.
And totally not fairly difficult to deal with if you don't know what you're doing. But these two know what they're doing, so like, hey, it's fine.
It's sort of a light version of playing like Invisible Tetris in some of the TGM games, but not nearly as bad, and it doesn't last for that long.
Yeah.
So they can
Still
totally
better
deal
than
with
it
it.
Yeah, or you can just turn up the brightness on your screen a lot, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm about half a stage behind. Now, that might seem like a lot, but again, one mistake will cause a stage restart, so...
Yeah.
Especially this stage. Tree stage, no, sorry.
Wood stage, yeah.
Yeah, it basically spawns garbage, what is it, every other or every third?
Every third piece.
Every third piece, yeah.
And it will top you out almost instantaneously, so...
Yeah, you really need to clear this level quickly or you're just gonna die.
You could even basically play it perfectly and still die, which is not fun. I think I'm good. That was about as good as it gets, actually.
So now we are just about dead even.
Okay, yeah.
Really close
because EoN just wasn't able to get the right pieces in there.
I love racing this game. I mean, as a single player, just on its own game, it's a little dicey. It's like playing a mobile gacha game or something. But
it would be really cool with like a level designer or...
Oh, that would be so
Well,
great.
there's another category of this game where you can basically set up your own piece seeds on the memory card and then play with... I gotta pay attention.
So this is Thunder. The main technique here is clearing these like
it's
lines out of the way in order to get all the way to the bottom, which gives you some very interesting
come on.
stacks like what we're seeing with EoN.
That's
and there you go.
It's basically about leaving certain spots to clear those lines. More or less, the only way to clear that stage quickly is to do exactly what we both just did.
And then you're just at the mercy of the randomizer.
EoN actually taught me that trick, so...
Yeah. Patented EoN strats.
Yeah.
TM. So this card is Glow. The main thing here is the gems are in a really weird pattern.
Okay.
It's just really
as you can see.
Now this is another heavy abuse of the TGM rotation system stage. And I'm going to shut up because... Oh, God, no. No.
Yeah, you need to be really careful here not to create any holes in a line that has a gem in it, because obviously you need to clear those lines. And if you create holes, you need to downstack, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, you do not want to downstack in a stage like this, especially. So that was a very nice clear for EoN.
Yeah.
Very clear, in fact.
This is also one of those stages where, I mean, it looks kind of hard, but it's way harder. You can just try this level casually, and it will just melt you.
This is going to hurt. That may be the run over for me, sadly.
One mistake in this game.
Okay,
this is shield. There's a shield in the way of the gems.
Yeah, pretty much. This is another one of those stages where you just need to clear the obstacle and just not create a mess while doing it.
And that was very nice for EoN. Meanwhile, Kevin is almost there. We believe in him.
We just need a couple more yappas.
So that's what happens when you blow it in a stage in this game. You spend like a minute trying to fix it.
You spend a minute listening to yappas.
But again, it's not over. There is still...
It is not over at all.
There are still many opportunities to totally choke it.
The next stage is Watery. It's kind of like Thunder, except without the screen shaking. So we are going to try and clear these blocking lines out of the way. in such a pattern as
Ooh,
to
Eon
not,
getting a funky pattern there. That's good for
such
me.
as to not get in the way of getting pieces down to the stack. Nice rotation there with that L piece from EoN. And looks like she is just about done with a couple more good pieces. And there you have it.
Kevin went well on his way too.
So the next stage for EoN is the last stage in the game. It is
unfortunate
2 cards
reset
at
for
once
Kevin.
with a really cool gimmick. But like Earthy, it is a stage that has garbage lines appearing every 3 pieces. And this is another stage that if you make one mistake, it is very easy to just spend like an entire minute trying to clear this. The timing on this game is a little weird, so when EoN is there, we will call time.
Yeah, also, it's every 5 lines for the garbage, and every 3rd piece will get something else. As you see, there are 2 screens, and every 3rd piece you play on a different screen. Which isn't that big of a deal. You just need to, like, shift your eyes a little, but...
Yeah, and sometimes I forget to look over and just kind of play like I'm playing the invisible role on TGM.
You know, just casually playing the invisible role, like whatever. Just having a good time with the invisible role. Who doesn't love a good invisible role?
Oh no.
You might be in trouble. Probably not enough trouble to lose to me, but you may be in a little bit of trouble. I also actually might be in trouble here. We'll see. This is not good.
So yeah, welcome to Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura Eternal Heart for the PlayStation 1. This is it right here.
We're seeing the garbage coming now for EoN is red, which means that it's the last garbage that'll show up. We're gonna get one more, I think. Yeah, so now the final gem has appeared, and now it's just down stacking until the game is over.
And that's a restart. Lovely.
Which could conceivably take some time.
I think I need to restart that. That's just terrible.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this game has a lot of strategic thinking going into it, especially in situations like that where if it's not going well, do you try and downstack it? Do you restart? You really have to know your stuff with this game and with Tetris in general to make that kind of a decision.
Oh, we're seeing Kevin with some issues
this might
right
be
now.
crazy. I think we're gonna do something really dumb here. Oh my! Oh, jeez!
Oh no!
There was actually a way to fix that, but it didn't happen. Okay. Let's not try and repeat the same stupid thing.
Yeah, so when downstacking here, you basically need to be careful not to put pieces over other holes further down the stack, because that just creates more things to downstack.
In any Tetris, really, building an instinct for downstacking properly takes a lot of time and practice. So now it looks like EoN is just waiting on the eyepiece. And there it is. So EoN is coming up on time here when the cards stop flashing. So time is now.
Wow.
Congratulations, EoN. Now we turn back to Kevin fighting his way through Watery.
Apparently not.
Attempting to fight his way through Watery. Nice floating lines.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm having this much trouble. I'm sorry.
We forgive you.
It is a really frustrating stack.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's holes to go through, but it's not much.
That might be fine.
Yeah, this is workable. It's not optimal, but
this is fine.
Of course, Tetris is always fine.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean, like, Kevin. you have a 6-minute death GM. You're telling me
Well,
you
sub
can't
6.
play an anime game?
You see, you say that.
The call-outs.
Yeah, I mean, I have not beaten normal mode on this game.
Are we
like
gonna see some battle mode after this between Proto and Kevin? Is this a duel?
Oh dear.
Wow, I'm just. Nope. Oh my god.
I've never
really
actually
sorry.
seen these credits before. Just seen stolen from the anime.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I hope you all are like totally like into the anime now and know what it's about, because we're gonna quiz you on the episodes later.
Yeah, so this is, I believe, based on season 3 of the anime. So sorry about all the. If you weren't clear on the plot, you missed the first 2 seasons. You better go back and watch.
Oh my god.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay, so now just going through the final light and dark stage.
Oh jeez. Oh my god. I am very sorry. All right. One more stage.
You got this. You can do it.
Okay.
To be honest, the stage is easier
This stage
than Watery
is much easier.
by a long
Watery is by
shot.
far the hardest stage, and I kept trying to think of ways. I overthought it. Kept trying to think of ways to solve it that clearly don't work, and
Look at all
basically I
this-
should have just
look at all
phoned a
this
friend
plot.
and called Poochie.
Look at all this plot.
Yeah.
Can you read Japanese?
Yes. So
Oh well, yeah, okay.
But all you see is like the first syllable of each
Yeah.
line. It's like what? It's very okay.
Even
This
if you
is nice
can't
and
read
easy.
Japanese,
Yeah.
you just gotta watch the anime. Solution. Because you know, like all this Tetris stuff, it happens in the show too.
Yeah. They play
Like
Tetris in the
Sakura's
show.
magical powers are the ability to play Tetris really, really well.
Throwing
Clearly.
Tetrominos at people.
Yeah.
Maybe I should take some lessons from Sakura. Okay. Now, at least I'm gonna do this in one try, unlike Enchantress.
Oh, don't
I
jinx
say
it.
that.
You better
that's
put your
bold.
money where your mouth is here, cause
This is fine.
yeah, this is fine.
No, it's not. Yes, it is.
It's so fine.
Don't even think about
Thank
it.
the randomizer.
Were you even worried?
Yeah, a little. It's not
Oh,
over
you got
yet.
it. You got it now.
Okay, we're back into the.
Back in business.
I think this is a little where the inspiration of TGM2's TGM Plus mode also came from.
Yeah, it's the
like,
garbage
piece-shaped
mode.
garbage,
Yeah,
yeah.
really looks a lot like what you get in TGM Plus.
Well, here we go.
Just a rousing round of everyone's favorite game, Downstacking Simulator 2017, Anime Edition.
See that great
Oh, there we
eyepiece?
go.
There we go.
All right, now coming up on time for Kevin too.
Oh my god. That watery stage is going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
And time.
GG.
Good games. Good games. All right. Well, that's Tetris for Cardcaptor Sakura. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's a different kind of look at Tetris the Grandmaster, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah, it's like Tetris the Grandmaster Gaiden. You know, it's a side story or something. So,
Anime Edition.
yeah. Well, I think that's it.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guys.
You guys, let's hear it one more time for our race winner, Enchantress of Numbers, and kevinddr. Thank you very much for that exciting run. All right, we are going to throw it over to a quick Twitch commercial, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back now, and we're going to have just a couple words from our sponsors, and then the stream will be back with an interview with our runners.
I have no idea where they got it from. Probably right here.
All right, I believe we are back. We'll be kicking it over pretty soon here to an interview with Enchantress of Numbers and kevinddr from that previous Tetris run. But I do have some donation comments I would love to get to just really quickly before we start that interview. Wasn't able to read during that last run. We've got $80 from Cerulean Skylark. Hey, Enchantress, it is your girl, Cerulean Skylark, wishing you good luck from all of us Skymond dogs. We've got $20 from Charonian. I love Cardcaptor Sakura Tetris because it